Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford from the Aether Bios Clinic and Aether Bios Yoga, and today I'd like to share with you a simple 10-minute sequence for flexibility that you can do every day and generally build up your flexibility for whatever sport you do or for life. So get comfy and join me. We're going to start by laying down. So with the knees bent and sitting, I like to press my hands into the mat and away. So as I lay down, I lengthen every vertebra. So we're mindfully lengthening through the spine to lay down. Bend both knees to bring the feet up near the bottom. Press the heels into the mat, lift through the tailbone, lengthen through the spine and bring the spine down again. Straighten the leg mindfully and strong. Strong arms beside you, a nice strong long spine, a stiff posture, corpse pose. Take a few breaths, very gentle breaths, then take a deep breath in and just relax. Start with a little relaxation. Just breathe into your midline, breathe into your heart, and just become aware of how your body is feeling. Begin with a gentle wiggle, just like you're wagging your tail a little. Let the head gently rock side to side. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms above you and have a good stretch. Reach them away, nice and strong. Point the feet, reach the feet. Let the arms relax behind you. If they don't go all the way, you might want to put a cushion behind. Just relax there, breathe into the center of the spine. We're going to bend both legs up. Bring the hands down. Lift the bottom to lengthen in the spine again and bend one leg up towards the chest. We can straighten the underneath leg. If you're very flexible, you may want to bring that down by the side, or it may not be very far. We want to lengthen through the back. You can even use your hand to lengthen. Take the hip bone down and draw the knee up towards you so we get a nice stretch in the low back and breathe there. You can have a little gentle wiggle. Bring both legs up. Bend the other leg up towards you, lengthen through the spine. Keep the neck nice and long and relaxed and open across the heart and stretch the underneath leg away. Drawing that down towards you, taking a few deep breaths, being mindful of where it needs some release. Little gentle wiggle to help ease things through. Bringing both feet down, keeping engagement in the core, so we lengthen in the low back, bring the hands a little bit out to the side, and we're going to take the knees to one side. Doesn't matter if they don't go all the way. And let the head gently rock the other side. Less is more, so we want to breathe into the spine as though we can just melt through the spine. Use the core to come up on the inhale, and we're going to the other side. Let the legs relax, breathe into the spine. Let the head rest the other way. Come up on the inhale. We're going to come up into a happy baby, so lengthen in the spine first, lift the tailbone. Lengthen the back, bring it down, bring one leg up and the other, hug both knees down towards the chest, and then we take happy baby, taking the outsides of the feet, pressing the feet into the hands and the hands into the feet to lengthen in the lower back and lengthen in the back of the neck. So we're opening across the heart, lengthening through the spine, and a little activation by pushing the feet into the hands and the hands into the feet. Lengthens all the way through the spine. We can relax and draw the knees down and paddle them a little, just gently open in the hips. Bring the feet together and bring them down. To stretch the piriformis, a little muscle across the butt, cross the leg over making a figure four, feed the hands through, take hold of the opposite leg and draw the leg down towards the chest, keeping the upper chest nice and relaxed. We're getting the stretch across the piriformis. So breathe into it, relax off a little, and let the muscle talk. We don't want it to shout. And the other side, figure four with the leg, feed the arms through, draw that knee down, and breathe into that little muscle across the butt. The piriformis, a little muscle with a big personality. Relax off a little, approach it again with the breath, and invite the body to let go. For the glutes, we're going to cross the leg over, point the knee up towards the sky, and then we're going to take it across to the opposite shoulder. So we're getting a stretch across all the way through the glutes. And release. And the other side, cross the foot over, take it down a little bit and then up towards the opposite hip to stretch in the glutes. And release. We're going to stretch the hamstring, so bringing one leg up, you can bend it first, straightening this leg, we're going to stretch the heel away. Now the lower down it is, the higher up your leg you need to hold, or the higher up, the lower down you hold. So we're going to get that leg straight and in a good alignment, give it a little stretch, so very gently stretch, find where you can be, keep the rest of your body in a good alignment. And then we're going to activate it by pushing the leg against the hands and resisting with the hands. And gently relax. And push with the hands and against the leg and the leg against the hands. And relax. So we're activating the hamstring with the push. We're relaxing it and engaging the quadricep as we draw down. If you can't completely stretch, just go as far as you can and still work that. Coming down, lift the tailbone, lengthening the spine, keeping a good alignment, keep the core. Bend the other leg, bring it vertical to the floor if you can, and straighten the leg up, only go as far as you can. If it's lower down, hold higher up, or wherever you need to be to get that leg in a nice alignment. If you absolutely need to bend it, you can. And then we're going to send the heel up to the sky, gently draw the leg down towards you. When you reach your point, you don't want to make anything forced, just find where you can be and breathe. The big key to flexibility is the breath. So then push the leg into the hand and the hands into the legs, slight resistance, relax and draw it down. Remember to breathe, and again activate that hamstring, push the leg into the hand, hand into the leg, and relax and bring it down, all the time listening with the breath to what's happening in the hamstring. Bring the legs down, lift up into a bridge. So we're going to press the heels into the mat. This time lift up all the way, lengthening through the spine. Have a feeling of squeezing the knees together a little. Breathe to the top of the chest. Lengthen as you come down. Sitting on your knees if you can, or you can use pillows if you need to support yourself. A few rolls of the shoulders, one and then the other. Moving mindfully and breathing. So we're moving all the way from the lower back up to the shoulder and coming the other way. This will also impact the neck. Interlink the hands and reach away. So we're rolling the shoulders back and down, lifting in the chest, reaching away with the arms. Keep the neck in neutral. Breathe through the top of the chest. We can then tuck the chin in, keeping the back of the neck long, stretching across the upper arms, the chest and the upper back. Keeping the stretch across the upper chest and keeping the arms connected. Incline the head to one side, pulling down a little bit on the opposite hand so you help to stretch through that trapezius. Make sure you breathe, keep the neck in neutral. We're letting the weight of the head stretch through the trapezius and up through all the front of the neck muscles, the sternocleidomastoid, a little bit on the scalenes, the heart and lungs attached to the neck. So a few good deep breaths. to help release them. Coming up on the inhale, go to the other side, reach away, drawing back on the opposite arm to stretch through that trapezius. Chest lifting, allow the head to relax to the side. And breathe. When you've got a good alignment in the head, you just feel that stretch through the side and a little bit of the front muscles. Deep breaths in and out. Really occupy the breath. Help to release all those attachments. Come up on the inhale and roll the shoulders. So bringing the arm across the chest, lifting the chest, lengthen through the spine, lift through the heart. Keep that neck in neutral and gently stretch across the upper body. You can turn for a little bit more. Stretch, just find where it works for you and breathe. And the other side, bring the arm across, lift even more, and then draw the arm across and gently turn the head if that feels right. Breathe into it. Stretching all the way through the upper arm and relax. Keep a little wiggle. Bringing the elbow up near the ear, dropping the hand behind, taking the other hand onto the elbow. Lift the chest, draw the shoulders down and draw that elbow backwards. So we're creating space. Lift the chest and breathe. Keep that chin tucked in just a little bit. Bring the other arm up, take the elbow alongside the ear. Take hold of it with the opposite hand, roll the shoulders down, lift the chest. Your elbow might only be out there, just be where you can be and drawing down. Keeping with the breath, I want to create space. A few shoulder rolls. With the legs wide apart, we're going to reach up nice and tall, keeping the shoulder blades down, bracing on the shoulder blades at the side, and reach up right the way through the fingertips. And the other side, reaching all the way through the rib cage, through the spine, through the sides. Open the heart, bend the knees, fold forwards. Bring the hands down next to the feet. If you can't go there, you can hold on to your legs. And we're going to straighten one leg and bend the other and have a good stretch through the inner thigh. And the other side. You can go wider if that's comfortable. Bend, keeping the lift and keeping the knee over the toes. Going to walk around over the foot, reach the back leg away, stretching in the calf, lifting in the chest. A nice deep lunge, gently rocking backwards and forwards. Coming back to the middle, walk the hands around. Come, lift the chest, reach the back leg away into a long lunge and lengthen in the calf and lengthening in the hip flexors. You're going to step back into downward facing dog. Hands a little wider than the shoulders, feet about hip width apart. Wiggle into it gently. You may need to bend the knees. Most important is a nice straight spine. If you can, reach up nice and tall. Lengthen through the spine, open through the armpits. Come down on the knees, wide apart pose for child, reach back and stretch the arms forward, so having a good open across the pelvis, across the back, through the armpits, and the neck is nice and relaxed. Coming up on the arms, keeping the knees wide apart, we can do a little bit of a stretch in the upper body and in the pelvis, so keeping the back long, lift the chest and open across the pelvis. So we're opening in the groin. Breathe into that. We're going to tuck the toes under, lift into a down dog again. Have a good deep breath there. Come down on the knees. Point the toes behind you, or you can leave them tucked under. And we lift into an upward facing dog. So we've got the hands pressing into the mat, lengthening in the spine, pelvis free. Make sure this feels comfortable. Tuck the toes under. We're going to lift up into downward facing dog again. And come down. Sitting with a nice long spine, reach the arms up, lengthen shoulders down, twist around, bring the hands one down on the mat and one on the knee, lift through the spine and gently twist. Use the breath, keep the neck nice and soft. Come back to the front, reach up, grow nice and tall, twist around, take the back hand down on the mat, other hand on the knee, lift up through the spine. Keep the neck soft and gently rotate with the breath. Every inhale the body lengthens, every exhale it twists just a tiny bit. Come back to the front, have a little roll and a wiggle. Sit with a nice long spine, let the chin gently tuck in and take a few deep breaths. Connect with your body. Connect with your heart. Connect with the stretching and have a beautiful day. I'm passionate about sharing my yoga journey and all the wonderful things that yoga has to offer for our life and our benefit. And I really look forward to sharing more with you and hope you join me more on my journey. Please like, subscribe, chat to me, ask me any questions and connect with me on my other channels. There's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, my Facebook page, my website. So thank you so much. That's Lynn Bridgeford, Aether Bios Yoga.